Procreation and sensual pleasure. A similar subject is procreation. To use a metaphor, the life force which desires to procreate, or the biological need to reproduce, is one party in a debate, while the person who experiences sensations is another party. The living organism desires to maintain the continuation of its genes, but it is unable to achieve this goal on its own. It requires assistance from people themselves. To effectuate this goal, the life force seduces people with the reward of pleasant sensations, especially through the physical contact in the act of reproduction. Sexual intercourse has implications for both parties. For the life force, it means a continuation of the species. For the people, it means obtaining pleasurable feelings. At this stage, the life force is untroubled. It simply waits passively. When people act according to their desires, the life force receives its desired effects accordingly. But when someone acts not out of a wish to propagate the species, which is the direct result of the action, but rather because it is a prerequisite for obtaining pleasant sensations, the action is imbalanced. The craving to experience pleasure through sexual intercourse may lead to many forms of harmful and extreme behavior, spreading sexually transmitted diseases and generating crime, affecting both the individual and society at large. The matter of reproduction is more complex than the act of eating. The imbalance here extends further than the relationship between the action and desired results. People seduced into acting often end up betraying the life force, which is a partner in this intentional act. The individual people only want to experience pleasure and have no wish to provide the life force with its desired goal of reproduction. They act unilaterally in order to experience pleasure and to gratify desire, at the same time obstructing life and preventing it from obtaining any results of this action. This alone is acceptable, but when craving increases, people behave offensively and take advantage of or defraud the life force. Their sole interest is in pleasure, and they think up ways to intensify this pleasure. They devise methods to stimulate and spread the fires of craving, to increase the passion in experiencing sense contact, and they create the instruments to experience the most extravagant and heightened sense pleasures possible. This can be seen today by the proliferation of entertainment centers in various places of licentiousness. In this activity of reproduction, people pay no attention and offer no opportunity to the biological needs, and they apply a similar attitude of neglect to other activities like eating, giving rise to various widespread addictions. People should deal with this matter of reproduction in ways that are beneficial to themselves and their communities by fostering sincerity and goodwill. They should develop wisdom which recognizes the true objective of desire within the order of nature, so that they practice moderation and avoid indulgence. In this way, people's actions will satisfy both the genuine needs of nature and the personal needs of individuals in a balanced way. Otherwise, the so-called civilization will end in ruin and devour itself, bereft of peace and happiness. Eating in moderation. let us return to the subject of eating. As mentioned earlier, there are two factors conditioning a person's behavior in relation to eating: hunger and craving. Indeed, there is another conditioning factor that may play a participatory role in the act of eating: chanda, a desire for truth or a love of goodness. In the case of hunger, wholesome desire, chanda wishes for a truly beneficial state of being. It desires a healthy and optimal existence. It desires favorable conditions for life: health, ease, an absence of illness, a freedom from difficulties and from burdens more than occur naturally, and a convenience for performing one's responsibilities, especially in regard to spiritual development. The process in which wholesome desire arises is different from the process giving rise to craving. Craving arises wrapped up in ignorance. When encountering an agreeable object, one is pleased. When encountering a disagreeable object, one is displeased. Craving follows automatically from feeling, without the person needing to think or to have any understanding of the process. The process involving wholesome desire is one of ending ignorance. It is a process of wisdom, of applying thought, understanding, and awareness. When one eats, reflection and awareness are involved. One does not allow the indiscriminate reaction of craving to arise, along with associated sensations, Vedana. The process of ignorance and craving ends, or abates, and is replaced by a process of cessation. The first factor to eliminate ignorance and cut off craving is wise reflection, yoniso manasikara, which can also be translated as skillful consideration, correct thinking, or analytical reasoning. Wise reflection here investigates in this way: what is the result of eating? What is the purpose of eating? It is aware that the reason for eating is to nourish the body, to promote health and ease, and that a natural healthy state of existence is conducive to performing one's duties. One does not eat primarily for delicious flavors, amusement, or beautification, which would be detrimental to one's health, lead to the exploitation of others, increase defilements, and be unfavorable to the truly desirable results of eating. Wise reflection is not in itself a motivating force, but it conditions the wholesome motivation of chanda, which in this case leads to enthusiasm, a desire for the health and ease of the body, for a good and suitable state of existence. Chanda becomes a third motivating force in the act of eating. It aligns with hunger and both alternates with and blocks craving. If strong enough, it even cuts off any opportunity for craving to arise. In the context of eating, chanda generates moderation, to eat just enough, bhojane matanuta. In the act of eating, there are thus three conditioning factors or motivations: hunger, which is specific to this activity and is inherently neutral from a moral perspective, and craving and chanda, which are wide-ranging motivations and oppose one another. Craving is unwholesome and harmful. Chanda is wholesome and beneficial.